am the fire, I am burning brighter, roaring like a storm, and I am the one I've been waiting for.
Really gonna eat it during the cast. It's worth it. I don't care. We're live. We're live.
We is live.
Nom.
4, 3, 2.
Oh no, we're definitely live.
Good evening, Phoenix Nation.
What's going on, guys?
It's me again, Josh Phoenix. As always, here with my sister from another mister, Jade Phoenix.
And I'm chewing on my dinner.
Yeah, sorry for the late start of the cast. We were out eating some truly delicious. No, we were not eating delicious piles of God fucking damn it.
No.
No. We were having some very delicious piles of barbecued smoked meat over at Butcher Bar in Astoria, Queens.
So good.
If you've never been there, do yourself a favor, go over there.
If you guys have been, if you know Queens, if you know Astoria, look up Butcher Bar. It has 2 words. Meat candy.
Do with that what you will.
Yes.
And then
I fixed it.
if that wasn't enough, then we went a couple blocks away and we went to Chip to get some bomb-ass cookies.
Like, I have a cookie that has my name on it after I finish this food because, unfortunately, I couldn't eat everything in one sitting because my
Filipino banana-sized stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's that.
Totally worth it.
So before we get rolling too far, we're going to give our usual amount of shout-outs. We're going to shout out to our new affiliate, who I actually tried out their products from Ballsy brand. Oh my god, the ball wash left me feeling very, very clean. I'm not going to lie. The nut rub, I actually used that to just...
I'm sorry. You
I
were
know.
making fun of me for my nut butter bars, so I can make fun of you for
Well, you're like,
ball wash.
they taste good in my mouth. I was like, you like tasting nut butter in your
Yes,
mouth?
nut butter in my mouth is delicious. Thank you. Ah, that's cold.
Coffee on your boobs.
Damn it.
Alright. But yeah, the ball wash, again, I could feel that sort of, a little more detoxified. No, a little more detoxified from the activated charcoal in it. And then the nut rub itself, it's nice to just, give yourself a very basic scent. And with these summer months where there's a lot of bugs.
Bitch.
No, with the summer months and there's a lot of bugs, the cedar in the nut rub
Keeps the mosquitoes away.
Yeah, it's a natural bug repellent that I don't got to spray all over myself.
Yay!
So, yeah.
You know what, honestly, bug repellent's not very healthy for you.
So yeah, Ballsy brand, check them out. They've got a lot of really great products, a lot of different scents, so give them a check out. And in your order, just mention that, the Phoenix Gate sent you. So that way they know I'm doing my job for my freebies.
Yeah, totally worth it. I mean, if you're a dude.
Yeah. But you know what? The body wash and the even the sack spray that, deodorize, that could be useful for women because, you women get a little swampy down there sometimes in hot
Yeah, but
weather.
that's why we have Summer's Eve.
If you want to be a douche about it.
I see what you did there.
Yes. But as always, we need to give
away with you.
a shout out to our digital overlords, the All-In Digital Network.
Hello.
Huzzah! All hail the All-In Network. Okay.
Hi,
Yeah, I did it.
Amanda.
Oh, there you are. Hi!
Hello.
How's rehearsal?
I'm sure she'll be able to answer.
Oh, I'm sure she will. She's bored out of her skull.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
That's not good.
We have,
Yay!
Just
Our
checking out
media
audio
works.
levels? Good.
Our media
Excellent.
works.
But yep,
Hooray!
as always, those of you joining us on Twitch, hey, how you doing? Those of you joining us on Facebook,
How are ya?
how are you? And please go follow us on Twitch as well.
Yes.
Not a big deal. Just do us a favor. We bring you awesome streaming content every week. So, I don't think it's too much to ask. But anyway, that being said, we're going to move on to what I know is everybody's favorite segment of the Phoenix Gate podcast every week, and that's Epic Beer Snobbery.
Da 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 da.
Thank you. Now, for those of you who did check our Facebook and our Instagram today, would know that this week I'm going to be reviewing the Fat Tire Belgian White from the New Belgian Brewery in Fort Collins, Colorado.
Ooh, a Colorado beer.
Yes. Now, unfortunately, I did not get down to this brewery specifically when I was in Colorado a couple of years ago, but I have had the regular Fat Tire, which is an amber lager. I used to actually pay one of my ex's parents to bring me up a case from North Carolina when there, because he used to not be able to get New Belgium in New York. It's only been around for maybe 2 or 3 years.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, the amber lager is great, so I am cautiously optimistic about the Belgian white, because I like Belgians to start with. So.
Well, don't mind me. I'm just sharing my stuff everywhere.
No, you do what you got to do, and I'll do what I got to do. I'm there. Now, the Fat Tire Belgian White is 5.2% alcohol by content, so that's pretty standard. And this came across my desk from our good friend, Mr. Malave, from the Second Rounds, New York.
Cheers to the Second Rounds, New York edition.
Cheers to the Second Rounds. And he knows Epic Beer Snobbery is my game, and he was able to hook me up with this. So I'm hoping it's good. So let's get that oh-so-satisfying sound.
Do it.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, you definitely get that nice. If you smell it, you get that like a nice orangey.
That actually does smell very appetizing. And you know me, I'm very picky when it comes to these beer snobbery things.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's like a good.
Is it refreshing?
It is. It's like a good, refreshing all-day beer.
Really? An all-day beer is defined by Josh Feinics is what?
A beer that you could easily kill a 12-pack of and not get tired of it.
Ooh, that is very nice. I don't normally like some of the things that you come out with, but this is good.
No, this is this is what Blue Moon thinks it is.
Which unfortunately is my beer of choice.
I know it is.
Well, maybe I'll switch to Fat Tire now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Epic Beer Snobbery.
Yeah, so if you can find some Fat Tire Belgian White, I would highly suggest picking it up.
I love how Juggy, it's like the Juggy signal. I heard a can of beer open.
Yes.
The Juggy signal has been activated.
Beer can.
Oh, it's our buddy Eli.
What's going on?
It's chaotic good. Think of hero. Oh, the title.
Yes.
The title.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, this is quite delicious, and I'm going to enjoy it throughout the cast.
Yes.
So
Good.
Jade,
Yes.
what were we up to this weekend?
What weren't we up to this weekend, Josh?
That's true. That's true.
We went to EternalCon.
Yes.
And it was good. I mean, I didn't get to spend a lot of time there on Saturday.
No.
Because I had
You had better things to do.
No, it wasn't better. It was important. One of my really, really amazingly good friends, Jacqueline, she had a milestone birthday, and I was invited to go. Yes. I was invited to
just
go.
made her 300.
Yeah, I know. To hang out with her and her friends and family, and it was just like, it was an amazing time. It was really good. You know, just unfortunately I had to cut EternalCon on Saturday short. I did bring out a cosplay that I've not worn, which my other really close friend Mary pointed out. For about 2 years I didn't wear this cosplay.
That's true.
I didn't realize that it had been 2 years since I hadn't worn this cosplay, and I think I looked phenomenal in it, and I never say that about myself. I'm sorry. A little tooting of my own horn.
I assume you're talking about Diana Themyscira?
Yes.
Otherwise known for those of you that don't know anything, as Wonder Woman!
That's right.
Yes, she did. She did look very good in the Wonder Woman cosplay. On Saturday, I revived my Punisher medic with some small improvements, and I think it went over pretty well.
You looked really good.
Especially because there were 2 other Punishers there.
Yes. A lady Punisher and a guy that's like a dead ringer for John Barenthal.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
I thought it was him for like a hot second. I thought he was like a last-second signing edition.
Yeah,
No, unfortunately not.
Nope. I mean, seriously, that guy looks like his identical twin.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And there are pictures of the 3 of us posed, and it was a really great shot.
Yes, it's true.
Yep.
It's damn true.
Yes. And also on Saturday, we met our good
We got
friend,
to meet
Finn Balor.
Toot Sweet. Yeah.
Too sweet, Finn Balor.
And he was so, as usual, class act. Very sweet, very nice
guy. Very nice.
Loved Ericus Prime's Vegeta Little Prince shirt. Because, you know, he's an anime fan.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool.
And that was, he was
he
very cool.
Thought we looked cool.
Yeah, we did get the photo up, which we will be uploading onto our social media.
Yeah, once I make the proper edits.
Yeah, once we get around to it.
Once I make the proper edits, because certain people don't want to be on social media.
Yep. And then, unfortunately, Jade Feinics had to...
I left.
She had to cut it short. So I stayed around.
I was upset because I missed out on a photo op that both him and I were really excited for because I had to leave early.
Yeah. And that was meeting Mr. DDT himself, Jake the Snake Roberts. And I will be the first one to say, he looks fucking phenomenal.
Boop.
Like that, whatever he's doing with that DDP yoga, boy, is working.
Boop. Okay, so Eli hates you.
Yeah, because we met Fergal.
Whoever Bukkake Joe is, it's safe to say which side I stand on. Okay, well, cool, Joe. I don't know what side you stand on, but please let us know. I mean,
I guess with a name by Bukkake Joe, I'd assume he's a villain. I mean, he would be a hero to a very select group of people.
Yes, I understand. Which side? Are you a hero or are you a villain, Mr. Joe? Because I would assume villain, too, from the name alone.
I would think so.
Yes.
But
then again, you could be a hero to others.
Yeah, to a very select group.
Hi, Havoc. How are you? Nice to see you tonight. Everybody who's joining us, thank you. It's awesome. So glad that you guys are taking time out of your busy day to join the Feinics Gate and as we review Eternal Con and talk about what we'll be doing this weekend. And also, basically, another thing we're going to be doing is while at Eternal Con, we're not going to get into it just yet. We're still doing our review. But there were a couple of causes there that really spoke to Josh Feinics and I, and we will be discussing them, and we will be telling you guys on how to find them and all this stuff because they are worth it. They're amazing. And you know we're all about charity.
Yeah, definitely.
We're definitely all about the charity and helping out people and animals and everything that are less fortunate. So, yeah, that's what's going to be happening
like I said,
tonight.
I got to meet Jake the Snake Roberts. And
I was
he
upset.
looked really, really great. He was also a really, really nice guy. Like, I walked up to him and I said, sir, it's an honor to meet you. And he goes, come on, it's Jake. I was like, okay, if you say so.
I love when a celebrity is that
cool.
down to earth, because I've met Jake the Snake before. I just never had a chance to get the op with him, and he was always super nice. He always would talk to you. He would sit there, give you the time of day, and it's it's not like one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, thank you, bye. Oh, okay, thank you, bye. Where it's like, get out, go, move along. I'm tired of you. It's just, it was a really good time. I mean, and also the good thing about Eternal Con this year is that they had the 50th anniversary Sesame Street. So a lot of the original Sesame Street characters and people were there.
Yep, and there was actually a panel on Sunday with them, and
which we attended.
The live people, it was Gordon, who had been on the show for pretty much forever.
For the whole 50 years, practically, yeah.
But there was Bob, who was on it for all 50 years.
Yes.
Bob was there. Alan, who ends up buying Mr. Hooper's store, was there.
Yes.
As well as Luis, who runs the Fix-It shop.
Yes. And then, of course, there was also Carol Spinny, Spinny, thank you.
Who is the voice and puppeteer for Big Bird and Oscar the Grouch.
Yes. And I had the pleasure of meeting him 3 years ago at the Greater Philadelphia Comic-Con when I went down there. And he was so sweet. And he's still super, super nice. And these stars, even though they've been doing this for so long and it's basically a huge part of their lives, I saw at that panel when people were coming up and talking to them how these people's stories, generational stories, mind you, touched them in ways. Like there was that woman.
If you want to speak about that.
You can, because you caught most of it. I didn't.
Okay. After the panel, they opened it up to some questions and comments and everything, and the last comment that they allowed was this woman who pretty much just said she had her 17-year-old son who was fairly lower on the autism spectrum there with her, and she was basically thanking them for the programming and just the sense of community that they brought, because apparently her son, that was sort of his comfort zone, was watching Sesame Street, and it actually allowed him to become quote-unquote better, more functional, because all the lessons and the supportive nature of Sesame Street itself.
And then let's not forget, they have recently introduced an autistic character on the show. Julia. She's an autistic Muppet. And so that obviously is more inclusive. They're very self-conscious about what kids are going through these days. And as the show has evolved over the 50 years, you see it. I mean, I grew up watching Sesame Street.
So did I.
You grew up watching Sesame Street. And this mother
to this point where they even have now a character who they flat out said it.
Is homeless.
Their parents are in jail.
Yep, that too. They have that too.
Yeah, but this woman the Sesame Street had touched this family's life so much. This woman was in tears.
And then you could see the panel tearing up.
Yeah.
The panel was tearing up.
So that, they're as human as can be. Like, they realize that they have a big impact on the lives around them, and that's really great. I think that's just so important that, they've been on the air for X amount of years.
50.
Yeah, they've been on the air for 50 years, and they have
Most
not
of it
forgotten.
was through public programming until they got picked up by HBO.
True.
For a show to stay on public access TV, PBS, for 50 years, that says a lot about the staying power that this show is.
Yeah, I mean, that was part of that PBS...
Oh, podcast cat's behind you.
It was part
Tony
of that,
has joined us. He wants his moment in the spotlight.
That all-important, what I call the trinity of public broadcasting, where you have shows like 3-2-1 Contact and Reading Rainbow fighting for the third spot, but 1 and 2 are definitely Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Yeah, the part of the holy trinity of wholesomeness.
Yes.
Yes.
But it was just... They even said they were honored to get to meet Fred Rogers when he came on the show 1.5 million years ago.
Yeah.
And that was just really great to sit in on that. I found myself feeling a little, feels and nostalgic because it was just something that was such a big part of my childhood and growing up.
I'm sitting there, I'm in all my makeup for Android 21, which is a heavy anime style of eyeliner and stuff, and I'm sitting there going, please don't cry, please don't cry, please don't cry. Because I'm sitting here going, oh my god, I remember learning how to count with these guys and learning lessons with these guys.
1, 2, 3,
Exactly, and I'm sitting there going, oh my god, and then God forbid I ever breed, which I won't, but I'm saying God forbid I ever do, this is a show that I'm going to introduce to my children.
Oh, absolutely.
My spawn will know of Sesame Street if I ever breed, which I won't.
Her spawn will be able to tell you how to get to Sesame Street.
That's right.
But yeah, so that panel was on Sunday, so we should talk about Sunday, and you mentioned it a little bit because we broke out some different cosplays.
Yes, because I
both
did manage...
Both of us brand new cosplays for Sunday.
Yeah, and Sunday was my long day. We did manage. I was there the whole time.
Yep.
We were there with the second rounds.
Yes, we were.
We were there with the second rounds where they crowned a new Who You Got champion.
Mr. Lex on Dex.
Mr. Lex on Dex. So we'll see where that cut takes us and stuff, but I'm not going to mention any more about that other than that.
Yeah, we're just going to leave that
under
our hats for now.
Not even under our hats, just going to leave that as we're going to put a pin in it.
You're going to
put a pin in it and just leave it there.
Yep.
But Misfit has decided he wants to take over some of the duties as podcast cat since Tony's asleep. So
yeah. Tony the podcast cat is sleeping on the job.
Yes, he is. But it's so hysterical. Bukake Joe has been talking, and he says he's a hero. I run a non-for-profit with global outreach, # the Bukake Foundation. I don't want to alarm you folks, but there seems to be an intruder.
The podcast cat.
Do you have catnip? I hear that's like drugs for them. It is. It puts them out. And then he goes, why don't you guys want kids? I want a minimum of 11.
Well, I never said I don't want kids. She said she doesn't want kids.
I don't want children, no. It's personal choice. I just don't want kids.
Mm-hmm. So, Jade Feinics debuted Android 21 at EternalCon on Sunday, and I debuted my Raccoon City Police Medic.
Yes, and God, so many people were so happy about.
I was so surprised how well that cosplay was received. People, for the first time, and I'll admit, the first time in my cosplay career, people were coming up to me and asking for pictures. Not me going, hey, that's a great costume, can I get a picture with you? People were coming up to me going, oh my god, that's so awesome, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, yes, by all means, yes.
You had a great time. Unfortunately, my cosplay, everybody kept asking me which Pokemon game I was from, because they said because with Android 21 is Red Ribbon, and you have the RR on the arm.
Yeah.
So everybody automatically thinks Team Rocket.
Yeah, I mean...
or a professor from one of the new games. Well, so they kept asking me...
Android 21 does sort of look like a middle-aged Jessie.
Middle-aged?
Well, older. We don't know how old Jessie is, really. Do they ever say?
No, they never say.
So, an older
It's
Jessie.
more adult
More
version.
adult.
Let's say more adult because
More adult.
in Dragon Ball terms, she's got tits, which is why I did her. Because you know I can't do other characters because they're all.
Well, except for like Bulma.
I've done Bulma.
I know you've done Bulma.
Fidel,
maybe.
Nah, she don't really.
Well, definitely not Chi-Chi.
No. And definitely not Android 18.
No.
18's flat. But it is what it is. There's always our own interpretation. And
Flat as a 3-year-old?
so it was actually, I took it in stride because I also do understand that a lot of people may not understand these versions of, my dog is being an asshole.
So what else is there?
It's, this type of Dragon Ball because I don't know how many people are anime fans that come to EternalCon. It'll probably be more well received when we go to Anime NYC. Because I will be pulling her back out. She is being added to my cosplay repertoire as a permanent.
Yep, and same thing with the Raccoon City Police medic.
Yes,
the way it was
definitely.
received, I'm keeping that in the rotation.
Definitely. I agree. I think you should. I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too hot for makeup today? Really? I'm so sorry that the one time I decide to go au natural, you have to comment on it.
Ooh, that's beef in my kitchen.
Like, I'm sorry, I don't need makeup all the time. Sexist. Which is funny considering she's a woman like me.
Check your privilege.
And I'm white!
I know.
So I can check my privilege anytime I want. I'm kidding. No, it is a little too hot for makeup today, and I have been trying to go a little bit more natural with certain looks because also, you gotta understand, EternalCon is 2 days straight of makeup.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't mean just like short little eyeliner here, maybe some blush. No, I mean full face makeup where I have to do sometimes cover up and powder and all sorts of things to get the certain contours that you need for the certain cosplays. And I'm giving my skin a break because unfortunately this weekend, I love you, Eli. I do. Unfortunately this weekend, we're doing it again.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be in full face makeup all weekend again, and it kills my skin.
Actually, one of the days, so will I.
This is true, you will.
I will have full face makeup
This
on
is
one
true.
of the days.
This is true.
Because before, just this weekend we will be doing Fan Fest, formerly known as Heroes and Villains in
Yes.
New Jersey.
Yes, we will.
We will be there both days.
Both days. We
right
will.
after a Shinedown concert.
Yeah, because
Friday.
the Feinics Gates Never Ending Rock Show is kicking off their summer tour because spring's over.
Thank you, New Jersey. I love you. Good night.
We'll be at the PNC Bank Arts Tour Center for Shinedown, which is I'm really excited about because we'll be tailgating there. So if you guys are going to go to the Shinedown concert at PNC, come find the gate and share a beer with us because we're going to be over there. We're going to be barbecuing. We're going to be tailgating before the show itself. It's going to be a great fucking time.
We will not be hard to find.
Oh God, no! We'll be loud. We'll be obnoxious and surrounded by cars and tables and stuff.
Things and stuff. And
Boots and
stuff
pants
things.
and boots and pants and boots and pants and boots and pants.
But
My coffee keeps leaking on me. Why? Hates me. Ugh.
But
Hates me!
as Jade mentioned earlier, in our adventures through EternalCon, we did come across a couple of causes that we felt we needed to bring to everybody's
I'm
attention.
gonna gay it up. It's Pride weekend. Hell yeah, girl! My boy, here's another shout out. My boy DJ Zach, who we support at Hatfields every Thursday night, with a surprise maybe coming from the gate for that for Thursdays, but we'll leave that for now until the details are finalized out. But DJ Zach will be DJing at Pride this weekend in New York and DJing one of the biggest after parties that they have. So go check him out. Tell him the Phoenix Gate sent you. I've known this man since I was 13 years old. He's a great DJ, amazing. He knows just how to play the music that the crowd's gonna get on fire for. And Pride is just so much fun in New York. I mean, I'm bisexual, so it's like, I feel kind of bad that I'll be spending Pride weekend in Jersey, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll be forgiven. Maybe.
Is it a rooftop party at the Marriott? Honey, I'm not sure. I will check the Facebook invite for you. In fact, you know what? Let me do that right now. Because it just makes life that much easier. La 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 la. Kids equals tax write-off, middle-aged. Oh, Javier, my friend Javier is commenting. For some reason, it's not showing up on the other comments. I don't know why. Guys, we seem to be having technical difficulties when it comes to our comment section on Facebook. So if I don't see your comment right away, it's not I'm not ignoring you. We're not ignoring you. It's not popping up for us, so I have to check on the phone. So I'm sorry if I'm missing your stuff. Let's see. You keep talking while I look up the thing for Eli.
But yeah, I'll kick it off because one of the causes that came across my attention while we were at Eternal Con was...
oh, here we go. DJ Zach's Thursday night dance party. That is Hatfield's invite. Gay Pride 2019. Here we go. Okay, so Zach will be DJing at the John Doe Craft Bar and Kitchen, which is at 253 Fifth Avenue, New York, on Pride weekend, on Pride, the actual Pride itself, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. He's going to be there. He's going to be DJing. It's going to be an awesome party. I've seen videos from when he's DJed this party in the past. It is redonkulous. Absolutely redonkulous. So go, give him love, tell him the Phoenix Gate sent you, and just party your asses off. It's going to be amazing.
As if you need to tell Pride goers to do that. Party their asses off.
Okay. Woo. So there's your info, Eli. Enjoy. So one of the...
Yes.
The back on track.
Yes. Now...
You do that. I'm going to go get the information for the other thing because apparently I left it in the other room.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Ignore my fat.
So, yeah, I was wandering around the vendors area and, you know, there are stands that they come up with their own nerdy little things, you know, home, decor, etc., etc. But there was this one that, you know, it pretty much said, like, you know, pick your pillow, we stuff it while you wait. And it was this company called Killer Pillows and stuff. First of all, a lot of their pillows are really cool. They have, you know, Nightmare Before Christmas, Friday the 13th, Child's Play, you know, Freddy, Jason, everybody. Anything you could possibly want, they've got a design. And it literally takes only about 10-15 minutes.
No!
Hold on, technical difficulties from...
You're supposed to be watching her. Is it fixed?
Regardless. Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're back on track. As I said, I came to find out, while talking to them for a little bit, that the company itself was actually... First of all, the parent company is associated with Eternal Con because they throw a Macabre Fair, for those of you that are familiar with that. But Killer Pillows and stuff is a little side business, and actually the woman that runs it, Elsie Macabre, is a metastatic breast cancer survivor, and
that's hard
the
to
sales, yeah, the sales of the pillows originally helped to bring down the costs for her chemo treatments, and then once she got better, she paid it forward. And she started taking some of her proceeds and giving it to different families in need of money for chemo treatments, radiation, etc., etc. And I think that is ridiculously admirable.
Considering how expensive chemo treatment is.
Yeah.
It's especially if, God forbid, you don't have the proper insurance. Or
Which
any insurance at all.
Most New Yorkers don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't.
Things like cancer.
No, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
The pillows were really nice and the proceeds go to a great cause. Yes, Amanda, they do.
Exactly. I personally bought myself a Nightmare Before Christmas pillow as well as a Nightmare on Elm Street pillow. It's the scene from, I believe it's Dream Warrior.
Ooh.
Where he crashes the girl's face through the TV and says, "Welcome to primetime, bitch."
Nice. I actually did not get a chance to buy a pillow because we were running around doing so many things. I never got a chance to go back and grab the pillow like that I wanted. But like we said, we're going to be putting up our links for everything that we're talking about.
We have her card right here, so.
We have her card. We have the website. Everything will be posted up on our Podbean page, and I will also be posting it on the Facebook page as well. So, guys, this is a killer cause. Obviously, as I say, killer pillows and stuff. You see what I did there? But it's totally worth it. They're not overpriced. How much did you pay for your pillows, Josh?
I think for the 2 pillows, I think it ran me like $60.
$60 for 2 pillows that are custom.
Yeah,
with a scene that you like.
With a scene that I like and
stuff to your comfort?
Stuff to my comfort.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're not
yeah.
like overstuffed pillows that like.
No, they're a little fluffier than this.
Well, this has been washed
I
like a
know.
ton of times, so.
But no, they're well stuffed, and the money goes to whatever it costs. So I'm all for that.
Right, it's like obviously none of it's going to profit.
Obviously they gotta
I'm
keep
sure they're
operating
covering the
costs.
overhead.
But yeah, they're not making a boatload of money because they're paying it forward.
Right. So it's not like this woman is charging you $60 for 2 pillows. Obviously, people are sitting there going, "Why am I going to pay $30 for a pillow?" But you got to understand, these $30, of that $30, 25 of it is going to chemotherapy payments.
I mean, I don't know the exact logistics.
Well, I'm
but
assuming.
It's something along that line.
I'm assuming. I don't know the exact.
Something
time.
around
But I'm saying
for
most
every
of their
$30, maybe
20, 25.
somewhere 15, 20, 25 is going towards treatments.
Right, as opposed to where people think that this person's going home and banking.
No.
No, she's paying it forward, trying to help others in need.
Like she was at one point.
Right. So, I mean, guys, check this out. She's awesome. She's so sweet.
She was. She's very
sweet.
And on top of the pillows, they actually make other products. They make blankets, they make throws, tapestries, etc. So all these different scenes, if you don't want it on a pillow, get it in a blanket.
Ooh, Eli's going to send people to Zach. Thank you, Eli. And she also says, fuck cancer. Agreed.
Yes, definitely fuck cancer.
Agreed, because, you know what? I'm going to get real for a little second. One of the other reasons why I'm trying not to wear a lot of makeup is that I myself, a few weeks ago, was told I have stage 1 cervical cancer. And I'm not kidding. Everybody. But I have undergone a procedure that they say is 99% effective, where I will not need chemo, I will not need radiation, but it does cause me to get tired very easily. I'm just taking it day by day. Right now, I have a follow-up soon, and worst comes to worst is if we have to, we can always repeat the procedure as per my doctor, so we have it under control. But yeah, fuck cancer. Definitely fuck cancer. Because this is some bullshit.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I'm 34 years old and I'm suffering from cervical cancer. Holy crap. But
it's a sobering experience.
Right. And this is why causes like this speak personally to the game.
Yeah.
Especially.
Plus, beyond your own personal journey going on right now.
I've lost 2 uncles to cancer.
We've lost family members to cancer.
Tons of friends to 9/11 cancer from my job.
Or friends to just
cancer.
Childhood cancer.
Childhood cancer. We've lost a few people to that.
I lost an ex to leukemia some years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. The cancer is it's not fun.
No.
But this is a cause that could give back.
Yeah.
So support. Even
$30. You're standing there going, oh, $30 is kind of a lot for a pillow, but you know what? That $20 that goes to the cause. That could be the difference between life and death for somebody's mom, somebody's sister, so on and so forth. So you know what? $30 may sound hefty for a pillow, but compared to the price of a human life.
I love Eli. She goes, if it helps, I'm a blood and marrow donor. Hugs from Harlem. I love you. Thank you. I don't need that stuff right now, but if God's forbid that things happen. Trust me, everybody will be kept in the loop. I'm not slowing down. I have not slowed down since I got this diagnosis. I'm going to cons, I'm going to concerts, I'm doing what I have to do. I'm still living life.
She's living her best life.
I'm not going to let this stop me.
No.
It's not. It's not going to stop me.
Nor should it.
It won't. Because you know what? Seriously, I'm going to beat this like I've beaten every other thing that's ever happened to me. If 2 buildings falling on my fucking head didn't kill me, this won't either. So, that's all. That's it. Killer pillows. You said they do other things, not just pillows. They got blankets.
They do blankets and other things as well. They do other. Yep, says right on the card. Pillows, throw blankets, aprons, tote bags, and more.
Ooh, aprons and tote bags. That's cool. I'm always looking for a good sturdy tote.
Yeah, now that I'm thinking about aprons, I might try to get a leather face apron for grilling.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. But, alright, so that's one thing that we found at the con that was very, very cool and very interesting. We met a ton of people. Who was the guy that freaking loved your raccoon Mede?
Oh, that guy. That would be Patrick Sinnott. He is He's a cartoonist. He's a comic book artist. Who I was just walking around the vendor's floor.
Not bothering anyone, minding his own business.
And he actually was still at his table, and he was like, "Hey," is that you're like Raccoon's like Resident Evil? I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's a great costume. Can I get a picture of you?" I'm like, "Well, sure, go ahead." And
this is an artist asking him for a picture.
Yeah, I was talking to him for a few minutes after he took the picture, and apparently the costume spoke to him because he writes a comic book where the protagonist is sort of an anti-hero zombie, where he's not just all about the brains. He's not quite as good as not quite as good as Olivia Moore from iZombie, but he's not your traditional mindless brain-eating zombie where he tries. He's doing his best, as Patrick said it to me. Well, he does his best to be a good person,
which is honestly the only thing anybody in this life can do, zombie or not.
Yeah. But, he was really great. I have his card. We're going to put up the link to his website, so you should definitely check out his comics.
His art is beautiful.
Yeah, he's got a lot of really great art.
I mean, honestly, I know that I say that about... I love all artists. I love... even if you can draw... Even if you can't draw and you draw stick figures, I love your art. But there are some artists that are obviously, miles ahead of the rest of us, and he's one of them.
And I can honestly say, his art style, to an extent... It's almost a little bit like Scott Pilgrim-esque.
I like it.
And I love Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, so...
Yes.
I dug it. I wanted to do a little more research on it because I'm trying to be a little bit better about not buying things on a whim. But, I mean, the charity cause pillows, that's on a whim, that's fine. I don't care if you judge me for that, whatever.
That's fine.
But everything else, I just wanted to do a little more research, maybe to see a little bit of samples of his work. And I am going to be looking into getting some of his comics in the near future because I would like to read them, and I'd like to give an honest opinion after doing a little more research. Yes, I was about to just speak about that. We also ran into the people that do
the Long Island Retro Gaming Con.
The Retro Gaming Con. We were talking to them for a few minutes. They've actually split it apart. It's going to be on August 10th and 11th at the Cradle of Aviation in Garden City.
Next year.
Yeah, next year. Wait, is it?
Actually, no, it's this year.
No, it's this year.
I thought it was next year that they were doing.
No.
Oh, okay, my bad.
The
2019
we spoke to
edition.
them. They're gonna work with the Feinics Gate. They want us there.
We are gonna host a tabletop game.
Yes, we are.
Of one of our favorite tabletop games.
I was talking to them, and I was like, you know what? Years ago, I used to run a classic White Wolf Vampire the Masquerade campaign with my friends, and they're like, could you do that for us? We would love it, because nobody plays Vampire anymore. I'm like, you got it.
You can't even find Vampire the Masquerade, the original books.
No, the closest you can get is Vampire the Requiem, and that's fucking terrible. No,
I have all the core books. The books aren't even in print anymore.
No, I have all the core books. I have most of the clan books. I got everything I need. The Guide to the Camarilla, the Guide to the Sabbat. I've got it all. So I will be running Josh Feinics at Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo. We'll be running a Vampire the Masquerade campaign. Feel free, when they start signing up, feel free to sign up. I'd love to see you guys there.
Oh, yeah, it's so much fun.
Come support me, because if this goes well, they'll bring me back every tabletop con.
Harlem and I went to that con last year, and he got second place in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. We will also be at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo as well. We are working with them for the tabletop gaming. We're also possibly going to work with them for, because unfortunately this year they're still together, so Long Island Retro Gaming and the tabletop gaming is still one con, but they were telling us how they are splitting it into two. So that's pretty cool, because we're going to be there for the both times where they split it into the one and then they split it into the two different. I mean, because we've been to Long Island Retro Gaming before, and we've always had a great time, and we are really excited to go back and be asked to come back. So we're really looking forward to that.
Previously, we were there as patrons, and now we're there as exhibitors
and guests.
Yeah.
So we're really looking forward to that.
Phoenix Gate's coming up in the world.
Yes, we are. We're all, obviously we're doing Heroes and Villains, but we are taking July
off
from conventions.
Yes.
Because I still have a concert, one concert for sure. And then I'm probably just going to be relaxing and doing what I have to do and getting us ready, because August, we're obviously going to be at a convention almost every single weekend again.
Yeah.
Whew.
whether it's one or both of us.
Right, because you will be at Keystone.
Yes, I will be going to Keystone in Philadelphia.
Yep.
I believe that's the same weekend as FlameCon.
It is. So I will be at FlameCon because one of our travelers actually asked the Gates to show up at the con just to hang out, have fun with him.
Yes.
And we're really looking forward to that. So I'm going to be at FlameCon. I'm also going to be at Long Island Tropicon.
That's the weekend?
I think it's the same
before?
weekend.
Is it the same? Oh, so you're going to be
So I'm going to be at FlameCon probably the Saturday and then Long Island Tropicon at the Sunday. I don't know which is which. I got to double check the dates.
Let me look at the lineup for Tropicon. If it's good, I might just go to Keystone for one day and then we'll both go to Tropicon. I'll see what the lineup's like.
Well, Tropicon I think is August 15th.
August, so
15th, I think.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm not too sure on the
we'll
dates.
figure the logistics of that out a little later.
Right, and then, this just obviously kicks off into, obviously, the countdown to Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Because that's
the
going to
big
be...
crunch.
Woo.
There are big things happening at New York City Comic Con.
Eli saying, my birthday is in August, beach and barbecue for July. Obviously, the Feinics Gate will probably be doing some recreational shit, because obviously 4th of July is going to be happening, and we'll be doing other things. It's just going to be like July is our preparation month because we got to do a lot of cosplay.
All that stuff we're going to be doing in July, barbecuing and all that. You know how you find out about that? Our social media accounts. If you're not following all of them, you may miss out on something.
Twitter, Twitch, Podbean, Facebook, Instagram. We are on all of those. Not to mention we are on Stitcher, Anchor, Spotify. Oh my God, so many places to listen and watch us. So many places to join into our fun and hang out and find out where our shenanigans are, because honestly the Gate is all about sharing and inclusiveness. We are not going to ever turn you away.
The Gate is a security measure. It's not to keep you out.
No, because the Gate is almost always open.
Yeah. Especially for our travelers, the Gate is always open.
Hell yeah. But, I mean, guys...
And then, why don't you speak about the other cause that we came across?
Okay, so...
Get your feels ready.
I have a sixth sense for anything furry. And I'm sitting in the con, and I all of a sudden, my cat sense starts going off, I guess if you want to sense, and I go... I literally sit there and go, there's a kitten here. There's a cat here. There's cats here. And everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, no, I can feel it. I feel a cat. I feel cats. So I follow my senses, and there's this booth at Eternal Con, and it's for an organization called Pets for Love, where they basically are a rescue organization. They rescue cats and dogs, and they send them out to the trusted fosters and find them homes, and it's just save them from kill shelters and stuff like that. Amazing, amazing organization that used to be involved. They used to be at the Source Mall, and they were there for 5 years, but the mall was purchased by a company from Hong Kong, and they promised and I'm reading this off the stuff that I got. After promising us a location for 18 months, they decided they did not want us there and evicted this rescue organization. And they, honest to God, thank God they were able to find adoption homes for all the dogs. And they have their cats. They have 12 cats that are still left in the rescue organization right now that are with different fosters. But they need more fosters, and they need homes. So their mission is it's a registered 501 non-for-profit animal rescue. It is 100% volunteer-based with no paid employees or board members. Everything that is done for this organization is out of pocket or by donation. All of our funding comes from private donations, obviously. We receive no government funding to run our organization. Pets for Love is a no-kill rescue, which means they will never euthanize an animal for space. They're all-breed dog and cat rescue, with their primary focus being on the rescue, rehabilitation, and rehoming of these animals that are injured, ill, disabled, or other types of special needs, whether it's temporary or a permanent one. They also focus on the education of these companion animal illnesses, medical conditions, disabilities, to help dispel the misconceptions of these conditions. So they said, we hope with this information more readily available to the public to increase the chances of the non-perfect animals finding their loving forever homes. Now, these people, these women were so nice, and they sat there and talked to me literally, I would say, about for a good 45 minutes while they let me play with the kittens, which was happiness for me.
So Jade was happy.
Very happy. And basically these women were telling me how they're, not desperate, but they're I'm gonna use the word. They are desperate to find a new home because they've had to halt all rescue operations, and it is kitten season.
Yeah.
So these animals are suffering. Animals that could be rescued by this organization. Animals that could be finding loving homes. Animals that
could be surviving. While they're out of operation, every day that they're out of operation, I couldn't even guess how many cats and dogs are probably being euthanized in these kill shelters because there isn't an organization like
that could pull them.
Like Pets for Love,
because
that could give them at least fosters or at least take them
right.
out of these shelters.
Yeah, because a lot of the times,
their forever home.
A lot of the times with ACC, especially if it's a cat that's quote unquote or a dog that's quote unquote high risk, and these are animals that have maybe pre-existing conditions or are injured or just like obviously are feral, they will not allow you right. Or they will not allow you to adopt these animals from the ACC unless they are pulled by a rescue organization like Pets for Love. So these animals are being killed because this rescue organization cannot sponsor, for lack of a better word.
No, that's a good term.
Can't sponsor an animal, can't pull this animal to prevent it from being euthanized or killed or whatever, just because it's not,
It's not
a cookie cutter dog that you would see on TV. It's like a dog that needs love and care, or a cat that needs love and care and patience. These animals are dying because this organization cannot do anything right now, and they are desperate for our help. I was talking to these women. I have all the links for everything. They have a GoFundMe. They have a Facebook. They have an Instagram. They have their own .org website. So, guys, seriously, please, 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 if you have anything you can spare, even if it's a fucking $1, donate.
Every little bit helps.
Donate to these animals. Donate to this cause so that these women and these volunteers and these animals can find a new shelter, a new home, that they can continue the great work that they're doing. I'm going to tell you right now, I will be volunteering with this company.
As will I.
Yeah, I don't care.
Because in years past, first of all, we both...
You guys are awesome for doing this. Don't give up on your dreams. Thank you, Jelliston.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Both of us have owned or do own rescue animals currently.
Smoke signals. We all need to get up on those smoke signals like Josh's legs. I don't understand it. Frenzy is looking at me?
Frenzy's her cat.
Oh,
her cat's a Rumble and Frenzy.
Oh, that's so cute. Yay! So,
but yeah, we both have owned or do own rescue animals.
Every single one of my
Tony
animals
the podcast cat is a rescue cat, right?
Every single one of my animals here. And I do literally have an army of darkness. 2 dogs, 7 cats. Every single one of them is a rescue.
So that's 7, 8, 9. That's
9
lives.
rescues.
9 lives.
I know.
9 lives she saved. I had 2 rescue dogs years ago. And I'm sorry.
You're planning on getting another?
Yeah. I'll be blunt. There is no love like the love you get from a rescue animal. Because true. Deep down it understands that you saved its life, and it's going to be eternally grateful.
It's true. And as much... Oh, he wants me to help, boo. Oh. Okay.
But you know, I'm sure Rumble and Frenzy would like a new sibling. Yeah.
Oh. So, honestly, guys, if you do know any experienced fosters, please, we're going to be putting up all the ways. They are looking for experienced fosters to help foster these cats that are still left over, looking for homes, mostly because they're at capacity right now with their current fosters, and a foster can't keep sometimes these cats forever.
Yeah.
A lot of the times these cats do get rotated around, and unfortunately that's just what has to happen because foster care is just that, foster care. They're not supposed to stay there forever because you don't want to turn into a foster fail, which happened to me several times. I mean, Snickers is a foster fail.
Magnolia was a foster fail.
Snickers is a foster fail. Tony was a foster fail. The rest are just, like, you know, mine forever. Like, they crawled into my heart and they haven't left. Like, Butter, she's a rescue. I mean, and as much as I yell at her and she gets all goofy and all galumpy, I mean, this 102-pound dog doesn't realize she's 102 pounds and acts like Google's the other dog, my dog Peanut, who we call Googles because of her eyes, like they go in opposite directions. Peanut's only about 28 pounds.
Yeah, 28, 30 pounds.
28, 30 pounds. Not even. And Butter acts like she's the same size.
No.
Okay, but you'll never meet a sweeter dog because Butter knows we rescued her. She's grateful for it every single day. My cats know that they were rescued from, God knows. I mean, Tony was rescued from an abusive situation. So, oh look, Peanut's coming over here, give me kisses because she knows. Because Peanut, believe it or not, is a rescue as well because Peanut was rescued. She may be a purebred, but she was rescued from a hoarding situation and a breeding situation.
Yep, and even though Magnolia was a rescue, she actually turned out, they advertised her wrong. She turned out to be a purebred Carolina dog, which, for those that don't know, is otherwise known as the American Dingo.
Jellison said 9. Those are rookie numbers. I know. I gotta pump those numbers. I gotta work on that. All right. And Eli says I would name them Ravage, but I don't have the space.
That's right.
Well, actually, you could actually do it now. You have the space. You kicked out a bunch of dead weight. Oh. So, I'm just saying.
Plus, then you have the trio here. Meow, meow, meow.
Hello, Misfit. It's Misfit. This is one of the 9. One of 9. Well, and there you can hear Butter crying in the background now because I said her name.
One of 9 be Shadow?
One of 9 would be Shadow. Misfit would be 3 of 9.
So
it goes
so
Shadow.
7 of 9 would be Tony. Tony would be 7 of 9. Tony's Jerry Ryan.
No. It goes Shadow's 1 of 9.
Yes.
Then you have Sammy, who's 2 of 9, because she's the older sister to Misfit here. Misfit's number 3. Eclipse is number 4. Snickers is number 5. Tony is number 6. And it is Cheshire, who is number 7.
But you didn't figure the dogs in there.
I don't figure the dogs in there. I go by cats.
They're part of it, but you only have 7 cats.
Okay, well, if you do that, then it goes Shadow, Sammy, Misfit, Peanut, then Eclipse, Snickers, Tony.
So Tony is 7 of 9.
Tony is 7 of 9, and then it goes Butter, and then Cheshire.
Yeah.
Cheshire is the final baby. She's 9 of 9.
Yes.
She's 9 of 9. But yeah, guys, I will be posting up the links for all of this on the Podbean, on the Facebook, on the Instagram. This is a very worthy cause. I mean, honestly, animals can't speak for themselves, so we have to speak for them. So.
And obviously that's what we're doing here on the Feinics Gate podcast. We're speaking for those that cannot speak for themselves. So reach out to Pets for Love. Even if, like we said, even if it's $1, $2,
Oh, I'm sorry,
$5.
Eli. I'm sorry. She goes, too soon. I'm sorry, babe. But she goes, but seriously, Frenzy has a hard time in my apartment because he's like 20 pounds and doesn't have a lot of room to run around. I get it. My old apartment, my cats were going crazy and fighting each other because it was too small. In the new nest, it's actually a lot more spacious, so they have room to run around and play. But yeah.
If you want to give $1, $5, if you can
anything, or hell, if you could foster.
Yeah, if you can open your home to a cat or a dog in need.
Cat, because they only have cats right now. All the dogs got adopted out.
Mm-hmm. Which is great.
Yes, thank God.
But for the future going through, they may need some help with dogs in the future.
Yes, when the rescue, I'm assuming, gets up and running again, they will be needing fosters as the need for a space comes up, depending on where they get to go. Because remember, this is a completely private donation-based thing. So the money alone just to set up a shelter, wherever they go. I'm getting all verklempt here. Wherever they go is going to be ridiculous because you got to get all sorts of insurance. You got to set up the right facilities. You got to make sure you have a vet on retainer. It's a lot of work. I feel for these women and all their volunteers, and honestly, just help them.
And if your budget's a little too tight, give them a day. Just give them your Saturday, give them your Sunday, and volunteer with them.
Yeah, even if it's just cleaning up or walking the dogs.
It's not even walking them. They will literally give you a dog or a cat, and you walk around and you sell the crap out of that dog or cat.
Or you play with the cats and get them used to human contact, especially if they're not used to human contact, or maybe they were abused or injured or sick. They just need love.
All they need is love.
But yeah, that's basically it. for that. We will be, again, posting up all these links of every single charity that we have spoken about, of the artists that we're talking about, of the conventions that we will be involved in and going to. Yeah. I mean, and Heroes and Villains is obviously this weekend, so we can talk about that to wrap it up.
Yeah. Heroes and Villains, we are going to be attending this weekend. The big draw for Jade and myself is we are going to be meeting Michael Rooker.
That's going to be so much fun.
For those that don't know, played Yondu in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
Yeah, boy, I may not have been your father, but I'm definitely your daddy.
I'm Mary Poppins, bitch.
Yeah,
I can't wait. When he did his panel at New York City Comic Con, was it last year, I believe? And he was going around. He actually let me talk to him, and I was dying. And Butter is really getting anxious because she's gonna probably got to go to the bathroom because that's what she does. Butter. You know. But yeah, so that's the big draw for you and I.
Yeah.
Plus, we're going to be cosplaying, of course.
Of course.
Do you want to tell them what you will be cosplaying, Josh?
On Saturday, I am going to be debuting yet another new cosplay. I am going to be unleashing my Street Fighter V Nash cosplay.
Yes, he is. I'm going to be bringing back an oldie but a goodie. I will be bringing back Cammy.
So, there might be a theme there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then Sunday, because it was so well received and there were unforeseen circumstances, I'm going to be reviving the Resident Evil Raccoon City Police Medic cosplay.
I haven't decided what I'm going to do for Sunday yet. I may just keep it simple and something comfortable, but then again, I may go all out and bring something out that's also... I mean, I may stick to the video game theme and be Cammy one day and Katana on Sunday. We'll see how Jade Feinics feels.
Yes. The Raccoon City Police Medic should be cool because there are going to be a couple of actors from The Walking Dead at Heroes and Villains.
I loved the drawings, Eli. Definitely donating. It's pay week and I did major OT. Yes, my girl, killing it. So, I did love the drawings. Thank you. They were amazing. I love them. Yep. But it is that time of the hour where it's time for us to say goodbye because we gotta go and set everything up so we can go to this concert on Friday and then 2 days straight of con and then we get to have a blessed break for the month of July. If things do change, though,
we will let you know.
Of course. And, of course, this is the last podcast technically in June.
Yeah.
Well, so we won't be hearing from you until July, right before...
So see you next month.
Right before Independence Day.
Yes, right.
July 3rd, I'm assuming, is our next cast.
Yep, July 3rd will be our next cast. We will be recapping our adventures and shenanigans from Heroes and Villains.
And the concert.
Yep, and who knows what else we're going to...
We could announce some other things. We don't know
that there's not going to be another cause near and dear to our hearts that we come across with Heroes and Villains.
Honestly, true. And then at the same time, we are also probably going to reiterate all the causes that we have spoken about here tonight because we are going to push these down your throat. I don't care.
And when Jade and I eventually do give them some of our time to volunteer, we will be live streaming from the volunteer events.
Damn right we will. Damn right we will.
So maybe you'll see the next addition to your home while we're live casting.
Yes, I mean, you could fall in love with an animal thanks to the gate, and we would totally support that.
And we would totally take credit for the introduction, too.
Not even just take credit. That would be Pets for Love would take the credit for that. We would...
Matchmaker,
let's me a match.
Find me a find.
Catch me a catch. Oh, Robin. Yes, but there will be a lot of fun. Just because we're not going to a convention in July doesn't mean that we're not going to be bringing you amazing content. Because honestly, like I said, July is going to be our cosplay fabrication for New York City Comic Con month. So there's going to be a lot of work, guys, because New York City Comic Con is going to be redonkulous this year with us. So it's going to be an interesting time. And then August, of course, kicks off even more insanity and craziness, and then just keeps on going until November. So, guys, join us next week. Thank you for listening to us rant and rave. And honestly, would you give us... I've always had fun at EternalCon. I've been going to EternalCon, I would say, 4 years now.
I had a great time at EternalCon.
Yeah.
I thought, even though it was a slightly smaller space, because you had the autograph area, the photo op area.
No, it used to be smaller when it was at Cradle.
Oh, no, I know. It was even smaller.
Now it's at Nassau, and I love the fact that it's got that big open floor plan. I definitely think that it was a little bit run weird this year, I mean, I did do a panel with the second rounds, and we were talking about it. They did get... There were a couple things where they did drop the ball, but all in all, Eternal Con was a very enjoyable con. It was chill.
With the exception of Saturday when I first got there.
Yeah.
Which, quickly, not to get off into too much of a tangent, I understand that there are certain cosplay safety rules when you're coming in cosplay. But, and, correct me if I'm wrong, I was led to believe it is a generally accepted cosplay safety rule that if you have anything that looks like a firearm,
Orange tip.
but it's got that orange tip on it, that's your way of saying this is, this is not real, this is a safe prop, etc. Well, when I was wearing the Punisher cosplay, I had my MK11 airsoft pistol with the orange tip in my leg holster. I handed him, and the guy was like, "You can't bring this in." I said, "Why? It's got the orange tip." And he's like, "No, that just means the firing pin's been removed. You can easily just put it back." I'm like, "But I don't know guns." Well, and he goes, "Oh, well, I do." I'm like, "Well, that's good for you. I don't." And then I said, "No, it's actually a universally accepted cosplay rule that the orange tip shows it's a safe prop." And then after arguing a little bit, they finally let me come in with it. What annoyed me was they went through the trauma bag for that Punisher Medic cosplay, and I had fabricated a prop IED that was showing in the bag, and they didn't have a problem with that. Mind you, it was just Red Bull cans taped together with HVAC tape. But if you look quick, you could mistake it for a real bomb.
I mean, honestly, if you were just, looking, whatever. But either way, we understand that in this day and age, you can't be too careful.
No, I do.
And we appreciate the security that was there at Eternal Con. I'm grateful because they were keeping us safe and the rest of the con goers safe. And honestly, on a whole, regardless of the small things that, that were obviously either easily avoided or could have been corrected, I had a great time and cannot wait for next year's Eternal Con. We completely forgot to mention that we also met James Arnold Taylor.
Yes.
Wow. But you know what? We'll get into that on the next cast, guys.
Well, because I believe he's going to be at Heroes and Villains, too.
I think he might be, which is great because I can get our photographs signed.
Yes.
Yes, so that's my plan. Ladies and germs, I will see you next week. Josh?
I will see you next week as well.
Exactly. And join us on our Facebook and Instagram page this Friday as we stream to you live from the PNC Bank Arts Center for Shinedown. So, love you. Later. Bye. Okay, we're going now. Bye.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.